Welcome back to the Dearly Beloved YouTube channel. All right, today more studio board stuff. Called a couple audibles. I was finally able to find my double barrel. I had it on a different pedal board. It was packed away. Found it. And Keeley compressor, old school 4-knob with the big knobs. I love the big knob version. It's awesome. So I'm going to give Mr. Hands back Compressor Plus and his Friedman Golden Pearl. Playing at it at home with the amp that I want to record, or at least possibly record, didn't like the sound. Did not like the sound at all. So we're going to call a couple audibles. I'm going to test some more stuff today, see if one of these amps here versus the amp at my house. The amp at my house is a Sovtek MiG 50. I played through an original like 70s Ryson cab with creambacks in it. Is what it's got, and it sounds awesome. And then a little Carvin Nomad Tweed combo that I've modified. Super cool. I love stereo stuff, so at least my delays will be in stereo, always. But for tracking the studio, mono is totally sufficient for what we're going to do, because I'm going to add several layers, and then hopefully I can pull off a nice double track and go from there and build it out just with minute texture changes so it sounds the same but just huge. That's what I'm going for as far as at least the guitar tone. I love huge, clean, crisp guitar tones, and that can be dirty tones too. Like dirty tones can be clean. So that's what I'm going to have hopefully with this board. I might change a couple more off. I have plenty of other pedals here to change off if I need to, but I got a couple of good drives, a couple of good fuzzes, one too many tube screamers, so I think I'm going to pull the Wazacraft off. Sorry, Wazacraft is coming off to make room for the double barrel because that's a tube screamer, and then this is also a tube screamer. So I don't need 3 on the board. Two's good. 2's good. 3, little excessive, and I'm kind of running out of the room. And then the spot right here, I picked up a slow from a buddy, and yeah, I'm gonna try to wire that in. I just forgot it in the other car. I forgot to bring it in the house, so it's just sitting in the other car. All right, it sounds like the Clouds mode in the Strymon Big Sky, so that's kind of why I picked it up. I just demoed it real fast, like, yep, that's the sound I'm going for. Okay, cool, it can do it. Boom. I could have listened to a couple YouTube videos, but I'd rather just, does it right for me in the moment? Does it do what I want it to do? Does it give me that same feeling? Good enough. Freaking good enough, man. That's, as long as it inspires me, that's what matters. Like, if I'm inspired, I'm good to go. It's the whole point why I buy all these pedals. Whole point for all this, inspiration. Like, find it where you can, whether it's jamming with a buddy, pedals, the enjoyment of just, you know, learning your favorite cover and having that tone just be perfect. So if you can pull off the chops, it's like, boom, you can't tell it's not the record or not. Like, I know there's a lot of guys out there that do that because I know a lot of them in my area alone. There's tons of y'all out there. That's why I never learned covers as a kid. I could never get my guitar tone to sound correct. I just couldn't. It just never sounded like my idols. So to me, it was just like, it was pointless. Like, the song was not complete unless the tone and the timbre were correct. So I shied away from learning covers. So I've kind of just stuck with that. So I just kind of like try to find my own inspiration, jam with buddies, and you know, go from there. All right, cool. Let's get after it. Turn it on silent. Turning the phone on silent. All right, first up, I have to put Velcro on the back of this. I've never had Velcro on it. I got it used. So it's super clean. Double barrel version 4. V4, y'all. V4. So we're going to drop some Velcro on it real fast. We'll go from there. Once again, no freaking wrinkles. No wrinkles. Don't let there be wrinkles in your pedals. Don't do it. It's not cool. All right, let's put this bad boy down. All right, once again, I am just pulling and stretching across. I know it's not centered, y'all. I know it's not centered. It's underneath the pedal. It's not cable soup. I can deal with this because I might, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fully clean off the back of this surface, get rid of all the stickers on the back with alcohol. I just don't have time to do it today, and I'm not going to have time in the next couple of weeks to do that. I spend all my extra free time video editing these for you guys. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, am I doing all right? Is there something that you'd like to see? Is there cool shots you'd like to see? Like, I love being creative. Like, that's why there's a lot of B-roll in this stuff that I do. I really enjoy like cool, sexy gear montages, B-roll stuff, all that, man. I enjoy the crap out of it. So, bam. All right. Okay. No freaking wrinkles. No wrinkles. That's right. Okay. Boom. Done. We'll see if this Velcro holds up. I might have to peel it off. It kind of sucks. but it's a compressor. It's going to live pretty much up here, because at this top part of the board, because it's pretty much always going to be on. I'm going in, I think, for the first song, either country or country pop. Try my hand at that. Kind of tends to lean to my vocal strengths a little bit, and I've recently found a new love for country. I could never connect with it when I was younger. My uncle was always all about country. That's all I could listen to with him, and I loved hanging out with my uncle. So shout out to Uncle Dave, man. Awesome. I learned so much from you, man. Love you. Sorry you're gone. But yeah, so once you've lived long enough and lost enough people in your life, like, certain things start to make sense. When they say there's a country song out there that's for everybody, for sure there is. You just, if you don't like country yet, then just listen to a few more, poke your head in, maybe go back to the old school country days, you know, and find something back there that you like. So yeah, my little 2 cents on that. Yeah, it kind of sucks. I'm just gonna peel it off. Just gonna do it right now. It's probably been on here for 10 years. No, maybe not that old. I don't know. This pedal's pretty old. I got this one used from a buddy, and I ended up selling it to him years before. And then it was kind of a trade. He wanted one of my pedals. I wanted one of his, so it's kind of how I got it. Trade around. You'll get some cool stuff. And you might use it in ways you never thought, because the person you got it from used it completely different than you had an idea of, and it gives you a new lease on, like, hey, it did this really, really well, but it also can do this genre or this style. So I think having a good compressor is super important. I mentioned it before in like super old school videos. But this, yeah, super important to have a good compressor, and one that doesn't cause too much noise. I know we have a noise gate to back us up. That's why I'm okay putting this one on here. It's been used a ton. Like, this thing was a workhorse. It would gig every week, but I knew the guy took really good care of his stuff. It came in the original box. Like, it was super clean, just had the Velcro on the back. So he put the Velcro on, not me. So yeah, that's how it all came together, how I got this. So I am gonna put this loving, awesome pedal from a fellow country player's board. I'm not really a country player yet, but I'm working on it. And we'll go from there. Right on, y'all. Okay, so now that I got the board all put together right here, then we are going to get after it, see what kind of my gain staging is. Right now I got the Mesa on the clean channel. It's just super clean. There's a lot of headroom, so I'm just going for something clean. This Optic's really, really clean, so that's kind of where I'm leaning towards. I just didn't want to pack it today, tear down my freaking home rig while I'm building freaking pedal board and tech and other stuff. Is too much on my plate. So instead of bringing that head here, I'll just play with it at home when I'm done. But this will be a good substitute. It'll sound just fine. I've already referenced it just from kind of some basic, listening at home. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty close. It's fine. It's totally fine. All right, so guitar. Once again, the custom Strat. This thing's freaking awesome. Or I guess I should say custom Strat-ish. Strat-ish. I think it's better than any of your standard custom shop, like I said last time. So yeah, there we go. And I'm gonna get some headphones on, and we'll start playing with some toys. These are toys. For sure they're toys. All right, so just a quick little dial session just to fix kind of the clipping and the attack on the compressor, and then make sure the EP boost is set in the right place. That is Spanky. like super spanky. Like that's country cleans right there. Like super compressed, really attacky, like razor. And then a nice little boost afterwards to kind of open it right back up. To me, at least my ears, that's what I'm going for. All right, let's keep exploring. We're going to start stacking a couple of the drives, see if how dirty I can get it, what else I might want to put with it, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so with that tone there, like that's a good amount of like little edge of breakup, like it's just kind of pushing a little bit, which hopefully the amp will sound like that naturally, and then I can just push over the edge. So that's a pretty good fit as far as like a little bit of a warmer. Now with the drive. Okay, it's pretty good. Sorry, the lab's kind of messing with it here, so I'll kind of go between them. Next, HRM, see if I can get that kind of dumbly type, kind of smooth over the top, like super, super smooth. And I want that in my arsenal as well while I'm doing this. So let's get that one dialed real fast. Okay, so I think that's a good start for a building, kind of like just build it out, like go super clean at the beginning, you know, and just have it just glassy. Then step it up, HRM, and then for this part, kick on the fuzz, and like let's get that one dialed in, because I'm gonna want that for sure, just as an option. I don't know if I'm gonna take the riff that heavy or if I'm gonna keep it a little bit more traditional kind of country tones. But I love messing with stuff, so I want it in the arsenal just in case I need it in the studio. So, all right, let's try that next. Okay, thanks so much for stopping by today. I know it's super cool to have all of these pedals and all of these pedals plus the amps. But it's, to me, the magic happens when you put a board together. I'm a huge pedal junkie, and putting a board together with purpose to do exactly what you want it to do, exactly what you want it to do. Now, if you don't know what you want to do, then that's a different story. Maybe a multi-effects is better, but as soon as you know what tone you want, or you're on the hunt for your own personal tone, start putting together boards. Try different pedals. See who your favorite artists are. Like, hey, I really like that sound. Find out what they used, maybe on the album, or what they used live. If you can catch a shot of their pedal board live, that's how I learned a ton of it. So like I said in the last video, I learned a ton just by looking at live bands and seeing what they had. All right, thanks so much for stopping by and helping me put together this freaking sick board. This sick board. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. All right, thanks guys. Peace.